Hello students, welcome back to the class. So the last classes we have discussed about president, power of president we have discussed. During the last topic we have discussed about president plays very important role in legislature, executive and financial power. So in the last classes we have discussed about introduction, okay, what is meant by president, okay, and we have discussed that president is the first citizen of the country, and we have discussed about how the president is very powerful in legislature, and in the last classes we have discussed about the executive power of president, and then we have discussed about financial power of president. In this class we will discuss about judicial power of president. What are the judicial power of president, how president will enjoy the judicial power in terms of point. We will go forward, children. In terms of judiciary, if you see, according to the article 72, okay, president is the head of chief justice. President is the head of chief justice. He will appoint the chief justice and other judges of Supreme Court and High Court. So president will appoint the chief justice of Supreme Court and other judges of High Court will be appointed by president. So that is one point. Okay, so president plays very important role. Appointment of chief justice of Supreme Court will be under the control of president. When we are talking about Supreme Court, children, total number of judges will be nearly 25, and to control all the judges there should be one chief justice of India. So the chief justice of India will be nominated and appointed by president only. Okay, next even the other judges of Supreme Court also will be appointed by president only. President will appoint other judges of Supreme Court, but president cannot remove them. Appointment is under the control of president. President will appoint the different important positions of different chairpersons, chief justice, judges, but the president have no power to remove the judges. Okay, for removing the judges will be under the control of only parliament. Parliament has the power to remove the judges. Appointment is under the control of president, but removal is under the control of parliament. Okay, this is one point. So according to article 72, president has a power. So president will appoint the chief justice and the president will appoint the other judges of Supreme Court. Apart from this, if you see that president has a power to empower. So president, what he will do, he will forgive an error, in the sense pardon. President can pardon in the sense, suppose if anybody have did a mistake, if they were sentenced for a long period of imprisonment, in that condition the president can decrease the punishment, or else the president can reduce the punishment, or else the president can cancel the punishment. Everything is under the control of president. Okay, pardon is nothing but decreasing the punishment, forgiving for error. Whenever the person is done any mistake and when he is punished according to the court of law, suppose one person has got punishment by the court of law, if the president want, he can forgive for an error. Okay, and second thing is, if it is possible, deprive in the sense he can cancel the punishment. That is under the control of only president. I already said you, he is the head of judiciary system. Actually the head of chief justice, the judiciary is chief justice. Chief justice is the head of all the judiciary system, but if you see, the president is the head of legislature, executive and judiciary. Overall when you are talking about it, president is the head of all the judiciary system. Even the chief justice also have to follow the advice of president. Okay, whatever the president will say, chief justice have also to follow the advice of president only. So president has a power, children, here two things. One is president can forgive the error if he wanted to cancel, or if he wanted to forgive any error which were committed by any particular person. If the person got any punishment, so president has a right to forgive the error, or else the president has right to cancel the error. If the president want, he can able to cancel the error. This is under the control of only president, and that's why we will say, according to article 72, this judicial power is completely vested in the hand of only president. Next we will go forward, military power. When we are talking about military power, president is the head of supreme commander of army, he is the head of navy, and he is the head of air force. So president is the head of supreme commander of army, navy, air force. Okay, so during the 26th January you can able to observe, whenever the 26th January will be celebrated, Republic Day when it will be celebrated, president act as a supreme commander. Okay, there the president act as a supreme commander of chief justice of army, navy, even air force. Okay, so that is one point. So he is the head of all the department of defense force. He is the head of defense force. Okay, he is the head of all the defense force which is under the control of army, navy, inca air force. President has a right to declare the war. If the president wanted to declare the war, he can declare the war. That is under the control of only president. Okay, declaring the war will be under the control of president only. President, if he wanted to declare the war, he can declare the war, or if he wanted to conclude peace also, he can able to conclude peace. So declaring the war, even though prime minister is powerful, prime minister act as a real executive for, but declaring a war, emergency power is under the control of president only. President only will decide whether we should declare a war or whether we should conclude peace with any country. Okay, that is under the control of only president. And whenever the war will declare, during that time the president enjoy the abnormal powers. All the powers comes under the control of president. And whenever the parliament is not in session, during that time president will enjoy the power. Only during two circumstances the role of power of president will be unlimited in terms of emergency. So here president has a right. If he wanted to declare the war, he have a right. If he wanted to conclude peace with any other country, he have that right. And now come to the point diplomatic power. Diplomatic power, when we are talking about diplomatic, okay, the power regarding diplomats of officers. Okay, here if you see that the president act as an president has diplomatic power because he will appoint the various ambassadors of foreign countries. These diplomats plays very important role in foreign countries. So president will appoint an ambassador, and he played a very important role in foreign countries to maintain a very good relation. We need a proper diplomats. So diplomats are appointed by president. President will not only appoint, he will appoint other diplomats also. So president will represent international level. Whenever the meeting will be conducted, or foreign meetings will be conducted, or delegations will be conducted, sometime what will happen? Most of the meeting, the prime ministers will play important role. Prime minister represent the country. In most of the meeting, prime ministers will go and prime ministers will conclude or represent the country. But in the rare circumstances, we can find president also represent the country at international level. During some meeting, president will go to the other countries to conclude peace. President will what he will do? He will represent the countries at international level. So in diplomats, in the diplomatic power also, if you see, president has a great diplomatic power. He will appoint ambassadors and various diplomats of other countries, our countries, which plays very important role in other countries, and also president will represent the country at international level. When we are talking about here judiciary, which is completely related to the court, military, which is completely related to the defense, and diplomats, which are completely related with the powerful officers, which plays very important role in foreign countries. Okay, powerful officers which plays very important role in foreign countries. So this is the power of president. Apart from that, the president will conclude different type of agreements and treaties. Children, sometimes the president also can represent the country at international level. So whenever the president is going to the other countries, he will represent at international level, and when he will represent there he will formulate and sign different type of treaties and agreement. Most of the treaties are peaceful treaties only. Okay, or trade relations treaty, peaceful treaties. So president will sign different type of treaties. Okay, so just last 1 year before, if you see, Ramnath Kovind, our president, has went to the various countries. Okay, he went to some African countries, and there he concluded some treaties and agreements. Okay, most of the international meetings were under the control of prime ministers. Prime ministers will conclude, but during rare circumstances, presidents also will represent the country at international level, and when the president will go to the international level, he will conclude different type of treaties and agreements. Okay, that is one point. Most of the treaties are trading relations, etc. Now here if you see, the president will elect the chairman of National Human Rights Commission, NRHC. National Human Rights Commissions plays very important role. They will try to protect the humans' rights, the rights which are given to the human, fundamental rights. To protect the fundamental rights, National Human Rights Commissions were appointed. These National Human Rights Commissions, what he will do, that will try to protect the fundamental rights. If any people are not enjoying fundamental rights, so these commissions will take care of the particular rights of the particular person, and they will try to conserve and they will try to safeguard such rights. So that is National Human Rights Commission. President will appoint the National Green Tribunals. Okay, National Green Tribunals means what? This is also one type of organizations which will mainly take care of the forest. Okay, and Right to Information Commission. See, I already said to children, according to 2007, one fundamental rights were implemented in the country which is called right to information. So president, what he will do, he will appoint the chairman of Right to Information Commission. What these commissions will do, these commissions will provide informations to the particular person who need. Okay, right to information is a fundamental rights which were enacted in 2007 by in the constitution. So by these fundamental rights and by these rights, if any persons they need any type of information, that informations will be provided easily. So here the president will appoint the various chairpersons at Indian level. So first he will appoint the chairman of National Human Rights Commission, then president will appoint National Green Tribunal, then the president will appoint Right to Information Commissions. So this is one point. So in this topic we have mainly discussed about the powers and the functions of president, in which we have discussed about judicial power. Article 72 explains about judicial power. In this power the president has a right to appoint the chief justice and other judges of Supreme Court. Okay, president appointment of all the judiciary will be under the control of president, but removal is not under the control of president. That is called independent of judiciary. Okay, judiciary is quite independent with all the things, because appointment president can appoint, but the president cannot remove the judiciary system. And one more biggest power of president is constitution has empowered the president. If the president feel that the particular person which is given to the person due to some when the court has provided some punishment to any particular person, the president can decrease the punishment. That is called pardon. And deprive in the sense, if the president want, he can completely cancel the punishment also. So whatever the punishment, for example 7 years punishment, a particular person got 7-year punishment. If president wanted, what he will do, he can decrease the punishment from 7 years, he can decrease to 4 years, 3 years, or else he can completely cancel the punishment. President is the only powerful person in completely legislature, executive and judiciary. Okay, that's why these are the greatest power. And one more power of the president is, if you take an example, president cannot be arrested. Okay, in our country if you see, if anybody commit mistake, they can be arrested, which when they are not following the rules and regulations. Yeah, but president is the only one person, he cannot be arrested according to the code of law. President cannot be arrested. He can be removed from his position when he is not following the constitution, but president cannot be arrested. This is also one biggest power of president. Next, come to the point military power we have discussed. Here the president is act as a supreme commander of Army, Navy, Air Force. Here president has a power to declare the law, and the president can conclude peace. That is completely under the control of president. During the emergency circumstances, president only will decide whether to declare the war or whether to conclude peace. Now president has diplomatic power. In this point we have discussed, president will appoint various diplomats which represent our country at international level. Children, we have many diplomats and ambassadors which are working in other countries. So president will appoint various ambassadors. Don't think that these ambassadors are working in various countries. And these ambassadors, why they are being in various countries? To improve the relations with India. So we have ambassadors in China also. We have our ambassadors in Russia also. So they are working at international level. So these ambassadors who will be appointed, president will appoint all these ambassadors. And president will appoint all the diplomats. Okay, diplomats, and president will represent at international level, and whenever the president is representing at international level, he will conclude different type of treaties and agreements. Okay, and president will appoint the chairman of National Human Rights Commission. President will appoint National Green Tribunal and Right to Information Commission. These commissions will provide information to the citizens who needed that information. If any citizens they need any information, these commissions will safeguard and they will provide information to the citizen. Right to information is also one of the biggest fundamental rights. So the president will appoint the chairman of this commission, Right to Information Commission. So in this topic we have discussed about the powers and the function of president. In the next topic we will discuss about what are the power of Prime Minister. We will discuss it. Okay children, we will meet you in the next class. Thank you very much.